Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing an ice cream maker comparison between our freezer bowl based Cuisinart machine, our Ninja Creami, and our Ivation compressor based ice cream maker. So you ready? Let's get into this. In this comparison, the aim really isn't to steer you towards one machine or another, but really just to show you the differences between these three different types of machines and to give you a little bit of information about each kind so you can figure out which one is best for you. As always, we recommend that after you watch our video, you go and check out a couple of other videos online just so you can get a wider range of opinions from different creators. That way you can make a really informed buying decision. With that being said, we'll get started with the Cuisinart. The Cuisinart machine is definitely the cheapest of the three, and the way it works is that the bowl's got a gel in it. To get it ready properly, the bowl itself needs to be left in your freezer for about 24 hours or so. So definitely you have to plan that in advance, or when you're not using it and have it all cleaned up, you just go ahead and put that bowl back in the freezer and just store it there so it's always ready. Then when you're ready to use it, all you gotta do is grab the bowl out of the freezer, throw in all your ingredients, push the button, and you're ready to go. And then in about 45 minutes or so, you've got a finished product. Now keep in mind, a machine like this uses a paddle to stir the contents. You're gonna get a nice creamy result, but remember that it can't get super hard for a couple of reasons. Number one, when you take that bowl out of the freezer, it's gonna slowly start coming back up to room temperature over time. But since it's using a paddle that still has to be able to turn, the consistency you're gonna get in your ice cream is gonna be something close to a soft serve ice cream. Anything harder than that, and the paddles wouldn't be able to turn. So if you want it firmer like a store-bought ice cream, your finished product is going to have to go back into the freezer for a few hours when you get done. We did a sorbet test and an ice cream test for this machine. The Cuisinart ice cream maker doesn't have any way of chopping anything up, so as far as getting the fruit ready for the sorbet, you're going to have to use an extra machine. A blender with a single cup attachment is perfect for that. And if you start with frozen fruit, it's going to cut down the sorbet making time quite a bit. Once we had that fruit pureed, we went ahead and mixed in our other ingredients, threw it into the machine, and started it up. And here you can see the results after about 15 minutes in the ice cream machine. This actually came out nice and firm and didn't require us putting it into the freezer at all. We also tried this with fresh fruit and the results were the same, it just took about 10 minutes longer. Next, we did some ice cream. Same deal, we mixed up all of our ingredients, threw them in the machine, and went ahead and pushed the button. This time we gave it about an hour or so, and this time you can see still a really great result, but definitely that ice cream is pretty soft. So we ended up transferring it all into some Tupperware, throwing it in the freezer for about 3.5 hours, and when we got done, really great results. So a few things about this machine. On the positives, it has great capacity. Ours has a 1.5 liter tub. It really doesn't require a lot of planning for you to use unless you don't keep that bowl in your freezer, in which case you need a day in advance to get that thing frozen. I'd recommend if you get a machine like this, that thing goes in the freezer immediately and always stays there when you're not using it. The third positive is the cost. These kinds of machines are really inexpensive. You can get a good freezer bowl machine like this for well under $100, no problem. As far as the negatives for a machine like this goes, number one, you got the firmness on the ice cream, so if you want that a little firmer, you got to remember that it's going to take a few extra hours to take care of. Assuming that you always keep the bowl in the freezer like I just mentioned, you're still talking about 45 minutes to an hour or so to make your ice cream, plus another 3 hours or so in the freezer. So we'll say anywhere between 4 hours and a day or so to get ice cream out of this, depending on how you want it. As far as sorbet goes, you saw the results were a lot better and it didn't have to go into the freezer. Remember, sorbets don't have cream, which means sorbets don't have fat, which means they're much easier to freeze. So therefore, the results were a lot quicker. As long as you store that bowl in the freezer, like I mentioned before, you can have sorbet beginning to end in about an hour or so. But one thing to remember about sorbets is that this machine isn't going to chop up your fruit. So you're going to need to use a blender in conjunction with this machine to puree that fruit up a little bit. But other than that, you'll be pretty good. Our second type of machine is the Ninja Creami. This machine will make ice cream a completely different way than what you're used to. Basically what you have here, if you really want to simplify this down, is a blender that's specially made just for making ice creams and sorbets and stuff like that. It's got special blades on it that are designed to shave and fluff, and it comes with a few pint-sized containers that your mix goes into. With this machine, what you do is you prepare all of your ingredients, mix and pour all that stuff into the pint-sized containers, and then throw those containers into your freezer for 24 hours. Once your treat is fully frozen, you take it out of the freezer, put it on the machine, select what it is from the option menu, start up the Creami, and it'll go ahead and shave and fluff that ice cream up for you right there on the spot. The results on this machine really are fantastic. Provided that you have your recipe right, you're going to get really nice, fluffy, perfect ice cream. And it should have just about the same texture that store-bought ice cream does. As you can see on the sorbet test for this machine, I'm just putting the fruit and everything straight into the container. I'm not processing it in the blender or anything like that. With this machine, that's not necessary because it's going to blend it up by itself. However, there are some precautions you gotta take when you're talking about sorbet in the Ninja Creami. Number one, you gotta look in the manual to see which kinds of fruit you can use for sorbet in this. There's only a couple, and I believe it's oranges and pineapple. Anything else might freeze too hard, and if that's the case, it's gonna break your machine. Also, if you're using canned fruit, you need to use fruit that comes packed in syrup, not fruit that comes packed in water. It didn't really say, but I'm assuming that the water packed stuff is gonna freeze harder because it's got water in there and not syrup. And once again, that might break your machine. Anyway, we threw our contents in, froze it overnight, took it out of the freezer the next day, popped it in the machine, and a few minutes later, here's what we got. Perfect sorbet. As far as the ice cream goes, same deal. Mixed up all the ingredients, poured it into the pint cup, froze that thing for a day, popped it out, put it on the machine, started it up, and again, after about a minute or so, there you are. Really great, perfect, fluffy ice cream. But as far as the quality of the results go, this machine was fantastic. As far as what we liked about this machine goes, first of all, it's the only machine in our lineup that could do sorbet natively all by itself without having to use another machine. Also, the results of your dessert when you take it out of the machine is fantastic. There's no having to refreeze anything or mess with anything at all. Third, the cleanup is really easy on this. There's not much to clean other than your pint bowls and the blades and a wipe down of the shaft. Okay, so now for our criticisms. First, there's the price. The Ninja Creami is about 200 bucks or so. That's not a ton of money, but it is enough to price a lot of people out of something like this, especially when the compressor machines, which we're going to talk about next, have come down so far in price that they're almost even in price with these guys. Second is the planning. If you're going to use a Ninja Creami, you're gonna have to plan your pints well in advance. That means no making ice cream on the fly. If you want ice cream today, you better have made your pints yesterday. The machine comes with a few of them, so you can definitely do that, but just remember that you're not going to make ice cream spur of the moment with a Ninja Creami. Next is capacity. If you're just making ice cream for yourself or you and a spouse, then you can get away with the pint-sized cups. But if you're making it for any more than 2 people, a pint is going to be a little bit on the small side. So that just means you're going to have more of those pints made in advance. The only other criticism we have of this machine is the sorbet types. If you don't read the manual, and a lot of people don't, then you're not going to know which fruits you can and can't use. If you use the wrong ones because you didn't know and the machine breaks, then it's not going to be covered under warranty. So you definitely got to be careful. Also, we try to limit the sugar intake, so if we're going to use canned fruit, we always use the ones that are packed in water and not the ones that are packed in syrup, and those are kind of a no-no for this machine as well. By the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Finally, we have our Ivation compressor-based ice cream maker. This has a 1.2 liter capacity and it uses a compressor for cooling. What that means for you is there's no pre-planning and no pre-freezing of anything. This machine will handle all the freezing on the fly, and when your dessert gets done, the compressor will stay on to keep it nice and cold until you have a chance to remove it from the machine. Compressor-based machines have always been cost prohibitive, but recently the prices come way down on these. We got our Ivation machine for about $230, and like the other 2 machines, it's real basic to use. You just mix up all your ingredients, pour them in the machine, push the button, and in under an hour you got a finished product. Keep in mind that compressor-based machines are similar in freezer-able machines in the fact that they have a paddle in it that's got to spin around. So yet again, the firmness of your ice cream is going to be closer to soft serve than it is to store-bought ice cream. However, compressor machines are a lot colder than freezer-bowl machines, so the resulting texture in our Ivation machine was much better than it was in the Cuisinart freezer-bowl machine. Same test for this machine. For the sorbet, we once again had to resort to our blender to puree the fruit. Once that was done, we mixed up our ingredients, stuck them in the machine, started the machine up, and in about 10 minutes we had finished sorbet. And as you can see, this came out perfect. For our ice cream test, we actually did some pistachio, and that required us to heat some stuff up on the stove. Once we mixed all of our ingredients together, originally we put that in the refrigerator to cool down, but we did it a second time without putting the ingredients in the refrigerator to cool down and just put it all straight into the machine to save some time. Also, that would give us a chance to see how well this machine would work on warm ingredients. We let that machine run for about an hour, and when it got done, we actually had really fantastic results. Really good, well-formed pistachio ice cream. Yes, it was a little bit on the soft side, but not as soft as the Cuisinart machine was at all. In fact, it was plenty firm out of the machine for us. What we didn't eat, we went ahead and put in some Tupperware and threw it into the freezer just to see how long it would take to firm it up to store-bought ice cream texture, and that was about 2 hours or so. So as far as positives on the compressor-based ice cream machine goes, ours is 1.2 liter, but they do make 1.5s and 2 liter machines as well. But we didn't really feel it was necessary, and that drives the price up a little bit. The second big advantage with this machine is time. There's no having to pre-freeze anything. You just prepare your stuff, put it in the machine, push the button, and in under an hour or so, you got finished product. So if you just want to make ice cream on a whim, this type of machine will definitely do it no problem. And that ties into the planning. Obviously, you don't really have to plan much if you don't have to worry about pre-freezing anything. And it got better results in less time than the Cuisinart machine did. So between the three types of machines, this type by far was the fastest. As far as the cons go, and this can actually be a pro or a con, is that price tag. This machine was about $230, and that's a lot of money for a lot of people to spend, that's for sure. But if you got a couple $100 to spare, it's a great value. The next con is the firmness of your finished ice cream. Remember, it does use the paddle, so it isn't going to be quite as firm as ice cream from the store, but the finished product of the machine was pretty close. However, if you want it just a little bit harder, you can throw it into the freezer for about 2 hours and you should be good to go. And that'll still take a lot less time than the other two options. The last negative we have on that is the thing with the sorbet. If you want to make sorbet, then you definitely have to use a blender to puree your fruit, because this thing ain't gonna do it. So as far as recommendations go, it depends on what's most important to you. If you want something inexpensive that gets the job done, the freezer bowl-based machines are fine. If you're the kind of person that likes to plan and you don't mind prepping all your ingredients and freezing everything up in advance, then the Ninja Creami does a fantastic job. But if you want really great results without having to worry about anything up front, then you might want to consider a compressor-based ice cream maker like our Ivation machine. For me personally, the compressor-based machine is a no-brainer, but that's just me based upon what I think is important. And hopefully I was able to give you enough information to make a good decision for yourself. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about us, you can check out a couple more videos, or you can check us out online at joesphenomenal.com. I thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your busy day to watch our video. It really means a lot to me, and can't wait to see you back again here really soon. So until next time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.